Oh, hi, Joe. Oh, hey, Dan, what's up? I see you have a nice iPhone there. Oh, why, thanks. Yeah, it's nice, I guess. Well, I'm sure you probably only bought that thing because it has iMessage. Well, yeah, I guess iMessage is nice, though. I've actually bought it for other reasons, like, it looks nice, the camera's good. I know you bought it for iMessage. Do not lie to me. You bought this phone for iMessage. Why would I buy it for iMessage if most of the people I text use Android devices? I don't get to experience the benefits that much. Well, maybe you get to experience the benefits if they only gave us iMessage. Why can't we have iMessage? Danny, are you okay? No, I am not okay. I want iMessage on my phone, but I don't want to buy an iPhone. Why can't we just have iMessage on our phones? It's not okay. It's not okay at all. Apple haters, I don't understand them. I can't believe that I have to make a video like this. Like, genuinely, I cannot believe I have to make this video. And look, I've been complaining about how I've been struggling for ideas and topics to talk about here on this channel, but boy, why do we have to do this one? I was hoping for something joyful and positive that we can look at, and this is definitely not that. Truly, this whole situation angers me. Like, this legit angers me. I'm actually angry that I have to make a video talking about this because media outlets refuse to reveal what's really going on behind the scenes. So without further ado, I guess I have to clear up some things that the media is just deciding to hide from us. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't noticed by that skit or the title of this video, I'm talking about Beeper and the iMessage situation that's going on. So if you haven't been following the news as of late, Beeper has been in the process of trying to essentially, I am using this word very intentionally, steal the iMessage service from Apple. We all know iMessage, and us iOS users, we love it. I mean, I can't say I love it that much because the majority of people I text are Android people. But yeah, when I do text people who happen to use an iPhone, the experience is really nice, actually. Way better than SMS and MMS that I am forced to use when texting my Android friends. Though again, RCS will be solving that, and I've already made a video talking about that. But this drives me nuts on how the media likes to bring out how in schools over 80% of students use an iPhone, and there's all of this iMessage bullying going on. Genuinely, as I walk around the public and see people interact with each other, I don't think iMessage is really that big of an issue. And truly, if you happen to have a friend who gets mad and upset that you're using something different and they're not, then maybe you probably shouldn't be friends with them if that's all they're going to do is just shame you for using the product you use. And that's exactly what's going on with Android users and iMessage. People will say that there's all this bullying going on, how iOS users just do not want to interact anyone using Android because of iMessage. The green bubble, blue bubble thing. In a very small minority, it might be a problem. But truly, I don't see that many people complain about this, and I should know. I text mostly Android people, and most of the time, they only joke around with me using an iPhone, not because of iMessage. It's just because it has an Apple logo on it. That's what they make fun of me for. The fact that my product that I choose to use happens to have an Apple logo on it and not because of the service like iMessage. And so, yeah, this whole argument to me is just kind of stupid on how iMessage is so great to the point where people who have iMessage are bullying those who don't have access to such a... I don't buy it. I don't care about that argument because it's just stupid. But this has gotten out of control. This has gotten so far out of control that Beeper has decided, you know what? We've got so many Android users who just wish they had Apple's iMessage on their Android devices. Let's go out of our way and do everything in our power to claw the real iMessage and put it on Android, despite that it is against Apple's will. What Beeper did was they bought an iPhone, they've jailbroken their way into it, and got access to the code that makes up iMessage. They then used that code and integrated it into their custom Beeper messaging app, and essentially it tricks Apple's servers and the entire service altogether into thinking that the Beeper messaging platform is just another Apple device. Using stolen stolen proprietary code from Apple. So yes, Beeper can claim all they want on how they didn't do anything illegal. They stole proprietary code that Apple themselves has worked for. That is literally stealing. There is no argument around this. You cannot argue with me against this. Beeper literally stole an entire service. In fact, little did the media inform people, the Beeper implementation is actually using Apple's resources to operate. It's using Apple's iMessage servers. It's using Apple's encryption things. Yeah, everything else. They're literally running off of Apple's servers. They're running off of Apple's resources. And then, worst of all, they had the balls to charge money for this. This is so malicious. And I did not blame Apple. In fact, I actively encouraged them to shut this down because, yeah, a big thing that people like to bring up, Apple's a big company. Truly, that's all Apple really is. They're not a monopoly. They're not someone who's trying to take over your life, as one might think. No, they're just a big company. And yet, Beeper had the guts, and they're being so fueled by the fact that small company versus big company. Oh, it's a war. We have to root for the underdog. The underdog who's literally stolen code from a big company instead of develop their own service and actually compete. This is what angers me the most. Beeper decided, no, instead of developing our own service that is like iMessage, but not actual iMessage, no, instead, we're literally going to steal it from them and provide it to Android users. But they're basically playing Robin Hood. They're robbing the rich to feed the poor. Yeah, in some world senses, it might make sense, but in this case, no. This is a service that Apple has developed and worked very hard to make, and Beeper decided, you know what? We're going to steal this from them and bring it to Android users. That is money Apple is losing, and I am also highly suggesting that Apple should sue Beeper for this. I don't understand why they haven't done that yet. And it is driving me nuts. Beeper is still actively clawing. They're digging their hole deeper and deeper. Something tells me their grave's not going to be 6 feet deep, it's going to be 60 feet deep at the rate they're going. Why am I defending Apple in this instance? Because, yeah, everyone hates big company, right? Big company equals bad. Well, no. Big company doesn't necessarily mean bad. Yes, that means they have a lot more brand recognition over smaller companies. True. But at the end of the day, big company and small companies are both after the same thing. They're both after money. Neither really cares about the customer. They're just after money. That's the point of being a business. That's the point of being a for-profit company. It means the objective is to make money. And the way they do that is providing goods and services that hopefully consumers like. Apple has successfully done that. They provided us iMessage, something that a lot of us evidently really care about to the point where we literally bully each other over it, I guess. That's just how it works. You can't just come in and claw something that somebody else made just because they got big all of a sudden. Picture this. Let's say you manage to create a product that consumers love, and you make all the money from that because, well, so many people loved it, you've made so much money from it. But now you've got people who are complaining that you made all this money because you made such a good product, and now they're going to try to claw everything that you worked hard to earn for. And yeah, some might say Apple doesn't have to work as hard to make as much money because they're a huge company, they got many employees. But the point is, they've earned it. And apparently, we can't appreciate that anymore in business. Now it's just, if you're a big company, all of a sudden, you're evil, you're bad, you're terrible, file for antitrust, you're so anti-consumer. Apple has earned this money, okay? Beeper, on the other hand, hasn't. Beeper does not deserve any penny that they've made from stealing iMessage, and they're not making money from this now. At least I don't think they are. But the point was, Beeper decided to actually charge money for it, and they didn't earn it. They literally just stole someone else's work. They didn't copy someone else. No, they literally stole someone else's work and is making money off of that. This is what angers me about the whole situation. And I hate it when Android users are flocking towards Beeper because, yeah, again, the Robin Hood situation. It's seriously, this is what Android users are like who use Beeper's service. This is probably what they're mostly like. Apple's iMessage is so good! Why can't we have it? I want it so bad, but I don't want to buy it. Why can't I just have it? To me, this doesn't make make sense. They want a product that was designed by Apple because it works so well, but they don't want it made by Apple. This makes no sense to me. I know I'm lashing out in this, but truly, this situation makes me extremely angry. To anyone who is promoting Beeper, stop it. They're literally thieves, and I will never support thieves. A few years ago on the Drive channel, I made a video talking about how Shell literally tried to steal from me, and I have never shopped at them since, and I am never shopping at Shell again. This would be the exact same case. Do not support thieves. If you want iMessage that badly, then just buy an iPhone. Stop trying to rip away and claw the work from somebody who is successful because they created that product. That's terrible on any moral scale. There is no universe where this is okay at all. I'm just going to go crazy if I don't end this video here. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. You guys probably are going to leave a lot of negative comments and thumbs down, but you know what? I don't care. Beeper does not deserve to be successful at all. They're thieves. Random Alpha, signing out.